different, but just let her breathe. You know the alphabet, just let her be. Aye, bad bitch. Rule.
Hello, everybody, and thank you guys for another round of Bats United. This installment is a good one. Right now, I'm finna just name off some of her accolades. She has her own podcast, Sisterhood Decoded, her own website, JairaB.com, a weekly blog. She's an author, a beauty influencer, a strength coach. She even has her own merchandise. She has a strength building notebook, a book, The Story of Strength, a portable hookah, which is new to me, and an ebook, A Strength Building Guide. She's also in college at Kennesaw State, and she is the column editor of that school paper. She got more stuff, more on this list. I got a notebook full of it. But y'all, I'm going to let her speak her own piece. This is Miss Jaira.
Hey everyone, I'm Jaira B. Williams. I go by Jaira B. I am an author, podcaster, YouTuber. I am also a strength coach. I'm a beauty influencer from my Mink Eyelash brand, Pretty Mink Owl. I have like a lot of different things that I'm into, but I'm mainly focusing on my sisterhood with the Sisterhood Decoded series and my online platform with my weekly vlogs. And yeah, y'all make sure y'all check it out and subscribe.
She is in a lot. Plus in college at the same time. The woman ain't playing.
Definitely.
All right, now normally, Miss Jaira, I have questions that really kind of shake things up. It kind of be like, what the hell that come from? But this one, what you do, I kind of based it towards you, but you told me to make it fun too, so I added in some of that too.
Okay.
Now, let's start off with this one. Is giving a dude your phone number safer than not giving it to him nowadays? Well, I ask that because it's a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of stuff going on out here. Like women, like these dudes are trying to intimidate them.
I feel like it's giving it to them safer. I feel like with social media, it's kind of like, is everything safe? So I would say, I mean, if you're going to give it to them, give it to them. But I normally take numbers or exchange numbers. But the thing that I notice these days is if you do ask a dude for that number, they're going to want to stand there and call you right then, or if you give them your number, they're going to like call just to make sure like why you standing there before they walk away. So, you might as well, if you're going to give it, just give it and give it the right one. If you're not, then just say, I don't want to get my number out. Because they going to call right when you right there.
They better get one of them text now apps and get one of them. Have a backup number. Through your experience, does a man lash out to his woman because his finances, career, and accomplishments aren't right? Is that his main reason why he lashes out?
In my opinion, heard me say my opinion, okay? So I feel like I won't say that's the main thing because it could be many reasons why a man lashes out at a woman, but I feel like that plays a big role in it because men, you know, you're supposed to be the leader, the head of the household. Even if you're not in the same household, you're supposed to be this person. You know, you have this persona of what a man is supposed to be. So when your finances are off, I feel like for anyone, but especially men, you're just gonna be off track regardless because you may be used to a certain thing, or you maybe can't. You know, you can't do what you're used to doing for yourself, let alone you and your woman. So it's definitely gonna play a part. Like a major part. I won't say the main part, but it's the main role.
Nah, it a lot of men, you know, because generation has changed. I can't even speak on a lot of stuff men for men no more because I don't even know what's going on no more. It's so much killing, violence, negativity. I don't know what's gonna happen next. But a man, money not being right, and then you're being taken care of by the woman. I don't know now. Some of them, some men live like that. They love it.
Now you right. You ain't saying that we can go there with it because some of them do enjoy it.
Yep.
You have women that are okay with that and they're comfortable with that, or they were in the process of helping their man and their man got comfortable and complacent, and then it's just like, okay, well, what do we do now?
Exactly.
So you do have men that are comfortable with that, but for me, I'm always like the single friend. I've been in a like relationship that I really was into, and then I've had people I've dated, but I haven't just had so many relationships because I've always been told I was dominant, and I don't know how to let a man lead. When in the situation is really not that. It's just the fact that, like you said, certain things make a man feel a certain ways and they lash out. So if I'm doing well for myself and I'm trying to, you know, I'm growing and things like that, And I'm not putting any of that onto you negatively or anything.
Okay.
Don't lash out at me for handling my business because stuff is not going right for you when I'm supporting you.
Yep.
It's just like I feel like there's so many lines there and they get crossed. And so I just be
But you know the whole stigma of men, they supposed to be the provider, stuff like that. So when they don't have that capability at that time, I'm pretty sure that they might feel some type of way. I mean, there was times when I wasn't the main breadwinner. I mean, I'm different, but I mean, as long as we was doing what we had to do, because I have kids, so as long as we all good, we good.
exactly.
So I didn't really stress too much. Bills was paid. That's the main thing.
Commercial! Commercial!
Hey, it's springtime. Do you need your yard done? Or are you like me? One of the ones who ain't gonna cut your motherfucking grass? Well, then hit up my boy Quentin Crouch. He is a one-man walking army. He's gonna do what you need to be done to your yard. So don't waste no time. Hit the man up, get that grass cut, and impress your neighbors. My brother recently went viral off of Facebook status. I'm gonna read you this status, and I want you to give me your opinion on this.
Okay.
A woman shooting her shot is sexy and grown. Now tell me from your experience, shooting your shot. Is that something you do, or you just be like, or you pick somebody in your inbox?
It's so funny that you said that because there was another status that I seen where somebody was talking about women shooting a shot, but I'm a shot shooter. You know what I mean? I feel like how much I've grown up. Now I can't say I've just always been this way. I don't mind. Like I just feel like if I see something and it interests me, I have a way of going about it. But that shooting your shot is just shooting your shot. So I never thought about it being like sexy or grown or anything like that. But that does make sense. I mean, from a man's point of view, but I don't see nothing wrong with shooting your shot. Like it's like all you can do is say no, and if you say no, okay.
I don't either, but to me, the icebreaker be the weirdest part to me. Like when females so-called shoot their shot at me. Normally I'm at work, so they have some little weird comment. They be like, "Oh, I like your hair." I'm like, "Oh, it depends on what I say is if this shit keeps going." So it ain't really no.
I normally just get straight to it. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll just be like, I speak or whatever and say, are you single? And then they'll say, yeah. And I say, are you dating? And if they say, yeah, and I'm like, do you want to exchange numbers? And they say, yeah, and that's it. We'll talk about it.
See, ain't too many of them out there like that. Just go ahead and be real about that one. That ain't even out there. Because everything now with so-called shooting their shot now is basically online. It's all the inbox now, so they ain't doing nothing but picking a nigga like flowers out of there. I choose him this week. Now, Sierra. Singer Sierra now. She had Bow Wow at one point in time. She had Future. And then now she's with Russell Wilson. Now, why is Russell Wilson considered corny or a square? Because I don't understand why. But why you think he's labeled that?
You know what? I feel like people or society considers him corny because he is not used to what we become used to. And we get attracted to the person who look like hood. I hate to say it like that, but like the hood dude. You know what I'm saying? Like the one that look like, y'all gonna respect me like that nigga. I hate to say it like that, but just like, And I feel like we get so used to that because it's like a firmness that come with them, and it's like something that come with them that's attractive to women. So I feel like when Bow Wow, I think that was like playing. She from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Future, that was like that. This is the nigga, the man that I'm used to. This is the one. Like we're so attracted to something we feel like we want. When in reality, I feel like she had to grow herself in order to even be with a person like Russell Wilson.
Yep.
I think it's corny to us just because we're not used to it, but that's the kind of love that we want in reality. But it's changes that women, we as women have to make to even hang tight to somebody like that or even go forward with somebody like that because that's not what we're used to having.
Yeah, it kills me because I will be labeled that all day. Don't mind it at all. Because for one, I do what I got to do. I handle business, my family straight. Because that's all. Like Sierra's growth, like you just said. She went from Bow Wow. I call that puppy love. Future, I guess that was her hot girl time. Russell Wilson, settle down time. She had 3 phases to me. And now you with somebody who actually take care of somebody else's kids. Let's get that right. is rich as hell, period, and don't get in no trouble.
Doing the thing.
But that's corny. So like I said, I can't. The society, I can't do it. Why do men think money is what attracts women?
Because these days, so we're gonna go back to society now because we say how stuff changed.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like the way women, it's different reasons for this one. So the first one I'm gonna say is men probably feel like that's what attracts women because women are getting their own money.
Yep.
And so
Love it.
women are doing a lot of things for themselves. And I don't like it to be where it's different with everybody. I don't like it where it's kind of like you're doing this because you're like, you just want to be independent. But some people have to do certain things for themselves. Like, you have no choice. And so once you get to a point where it's like, I'm taking care of myself, so men want to come in knowing that they can do equal or more because this person is already like that, so that's money. Okay, then you have the other ones that act like they got everything or they live a certain type of lifestyle and they're like the real like sexual attract, you know, like the ones that are just like they're gonna grasp your attention. It doesn't have to be anything else going on with them. They just are, you know, really nice looking, they carry themselves like, you know, how to wear something. And those are the ones that's gonna be like, you wanna talk to me, you're not gonna waste my time.
Yep.
So the men gonna be like, I mean, that's where they come in at. Like, okay, you gotta have money. Either way it goes, because you might have the one that's too independent, and you might have the one that, well, not too independent, but the one that's used to taking care of herself and knows, you know, like, okay, you want to add a little something. And then you have the ones that just like, I mean, you want to talk to me, you gotta make it worth my time or worth my while. And it's women like that. And no shame to them, but you know, it's stuff come behind it. People be crazy behind spending their money. I don't want everybody's money.
Now there was a point in time. I don't know if you remember this, where for some reason it was almost so many. It was a majority of females posting, "If you can't pay this or that, don't even try to talk to me. Don't get in my inbox if you can't pay this bill." Now,
I feel like we're still in that time.
now dudes seem like they have to flash it to even get your attention. Like, I'm not gonna flash it. I'm gonna simply tell you, don't think I'm broke. After that, we're done with that. We're done talking about it. Ain't gonna talk about money no more. But dudes have to show this to even attract this most times. Not all the time, but most times, which is crazy. Yep, because you know most women ain't gonna talk to you. Like, I don't know if you watch this. These dudes on Facebook. I think they're the gold diggers. They look for gold diggers. They start talking to them, and then they walk to their car. They're like, "Hold on, that's your car? I mean, I didn't know you was doing all of that. Oh my goodness." And they switch just like that. Oh man, yeah, I watch it all the time.
Commercial! Commercial!
Bringing full awareness, especially to the Black and Hispanic community. She does one-on-one meetings for a small fee and weekly meetings for free. So please take your mental health serious. It's enough of us out here that just take it for granted. So please reach out to Tamika Rochelle for all your mental health needs, to speak to someone professionally about your needs. So please don't be shy. Speak up and take your mental health serious. Now, is it the same for a woman and a man's body count? Oh, see, that's the same kind of response they was giving out there. They was like, "Yeah, no, it ain't." Then yeah, it is.
But you know, these days you have to really like, okay, let me get the questioning grip and then, so I feel like it's the same. Now, is it looked at the same in society? No. But I feel like it's the same. I mean, it's the encounters. It's the number of encounters. But when it comes to women, it's so bad because it's a woman. But when it comes to a man, it's okay for you to be walking in the store with a dude and he's talked to all 20 other women in the mall. But if one dude walk by you, you know they speak and you used to talk to him, yeah, back in the day, you sick.
Sick. You sick.
I don't understand. But it's the same, but it's not looked at the same.
It is not. It is definitely not. Just because how it came up, it's not gonna ever be that. I don't, but hey. Now, if you're a man Your boyfriend, your husband, whatever, it has a high sex drive, and you don't, and he steps out. You think that's warranted?
I don't feel like it. No, like it ain't right at all. Like I get it, but it's not gonna be respected. It's kind of like, okay, I get it, but does that mean you really had to go and do something like that? Like, was it that serious to the point where you had to go and involve somebody else?
Masturbate was not enough.
I don't like stuff like that anyway. I feel like it's just like if you have a level of respect in your relationship, husband, wife, spouse, whatever, you wouldn't even want to do that. That's something we just have to talk about. You know, we don't have to work it out, figure it out. But that's
Okay.
right.
Are relationships only at risk when the woman is unhappy? The man is unhappy and pretty much has to bite the bullet. How true do you think that statement is?
I don't think it's true. I feel like because you're asking me, like, does it mean like, is it only it's gonna go bad only because the woman or something like that?
Yep.
No, I don't think it's true. And most men these days don't bite the bullet. What bullet?
Basically, not speaking, holding their tongue on certain stuff, because you know if you say something, that either gonna cause a reaction of an argument or something like that. But if that woman is unhappy, she's gonna make sure that she vents or make sure that you pretty much hear what she got to say. Men, you know, they try to bottle that shit up.
Okay, and see, I get that. I still don't feel like that's true. I feel like it happens. Now, the truth is that it does happen. But I feel like, too, it's like, you know, most women are more outspoken. And it's kind of like, man, nobody's making you ball these things up, but it's something to curb, you know, clearly for you not to want to even go there or say much or whatever like that. But I feel like men do just be quiet sometimes, but that's not good because when something happens like small, y'all just explode. Like males explode, and then it's kind of like then it's at risk because then the woman, you know, like right, you want to do all that. I'm just is we good? Because when we had the time to talk about it, you didn't want to talk about it.
He said, "Nah, it's at risk."
Now you get that danger within that time frame. You never want to discuss it, but you think it's okay for you to just go off on me like. And when men go on, they go on. So it's kind of like that's when it's really at risk. Because hold up now, if you're gonna learn how to communicate back and forth with me, or it's something not gonna work out because them explosions men be having don't be cute.
Don't be cute. How does your definition of a real man differ from the mainstream definition of a real man?
I feel like for me, my definition of a real man differs because, like, of course, I want someone to be able to provide and, you know, coexist with me when it comes down to handling things and stuff like that. But I feel like someone who can be vulnerable, you know, and able to, you know, really like stick it out with you and communicate with you, and because stuff is not gonna be perfect, and be willing to grow. I feel like that's my definition of a real man, someone who's willing to like grow with you and grow within themselves because we're gonna change the longer that we're together. So as long as we're willing to be vulnerable with each other, you know, communicate and put in that time, yeah, providing is excellent. That's like cool. But I want them to be confident in being the leader. And even though I might be a leader as a female, I want them to be a leader as a male because I'm not gonna always know. Two heads is better than one, but I'm need the help. So I want you to be like a really confident person, and when you lacking, then okay, we can work it out. But I just feel like that's mine. Like providing, I always come up because that is a good one, but the stuff that I feel make it last is was not mentioned. The vulnerability, you know, the growth that you have to go through, the conversations, the uncomfortable, you know, conversations you have to have with one another, and the time willing to even go through it with that person, you know.
Oh yes, believe me. Kind of like if you watch the new Bel Air. Kind of like how, Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv are. They both two dominant people, but they make it work. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Everybody done heard about the slap heard around the world. Goddamn Will Smith. Now tell me this, since you are a representative of them sisters, how do you feel about Jada Pinkett right now?
Oh, Jada, my Jada. I feel now. Because there's so much that come behind it, and I'm not one that like to read into everything that's posted. So I may be missing some stuff that be said. I feel like Jada could have. I feel like the look she gave was a look of like, okay, and maybe he just kind of was like, oh, here we go. You know, I got, you know, I get that. I also look at it in this way that I feel like it was something that she could have done to stop him.
Yep.
From like what they showed, it didn't seem like once it was done, she had much to say. And then what I'm hearing in the news or social media about what she said after that about like she didn't pretty much condone and she didn't make him or tell him to do that. It just kind of like if you're not happy with your husband or have a certain level of respect for your husband at all anymore, maybe y'all just tired of each other. And maybe it's kind of like maybe she just over it.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe she just she's over it or something like that because even after the fact, nothing had to be said. Sometimes silence is just like the best answer because he did it in your defense from what it looks like to us. And you didn't do anything to come to his. Now, do I think it was right for him to go put his hands on that man? No. I get why he probably did it, but I just don't feel like he had to go doing it. He had to go it.
Yeah.
This is somebody y'all been knew. It could have been handled a different way. And I'm pretty sure that life is stressful. But he ain't got to go slapping nobody online.
It just, to me, it seemed like he got pressured into it. Like, for one, because I've been a Will Smith fan almost all my life. like almost all my life. So, like interviews, I follow him on social media. The dude, he talented as hell. But it just looked like if you watch him walk up there and hit him, when he turned around, he looked back to see if Chris Rock was gonna try something because he was ready to fight. If anybody know light skinned people, I saw this in him. He turned around quickly, like, okay, you ain't gonna do shit. And then he sat back down.
He walked up there so smooth though, like he walked up there like it's just kind of like I get probably maybe what was going through his mind or whatever, but I just feel like on her end it could have been more done to prevent it possibly, or even if it was a hand gesture and you attempt and it didn't go right. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I just thought it was something more that could have been done.
But the backlash from it is all kind of banned from this, stopping his movies here, all of that like that. So ain't no telling what the hell.
Commercial! Commercial!
You got company on the way. Unexpected company. Your sister, cousins, friends, whatever. It's about 4, 5 of them. All right, we can come over. All right. So they on the way. They hungry as hell. Y'all ain't going out. But you got to make something. So what's your go-to meal when you hit that kitchen?
If I just got unexpected company, is it even going to be a meal? No.
That's a real answer.
I mean, like...
Some chips in there.
Girl, like, cook nothing. It's a couple of y'all. Is we even going to eat? But... my go-to meal just to cook is spaghetti.
Oh.
I love spaghetti, like spaghetti or taco soup. I feel like it's in the same family because it's like a stretched meal. I can
taco
eat
soup.
It multiple times.
Taco soup. I ain't had that one now.
Taco soup is great, yeah. So
hey.
I know taco soup or spaghetti is my go-tos.
Okay. Now, you do a lot for sisterhood, everything you're doing with your podcast, your YouTube channel. Now, people get inspiration from watching you and seeing you. Now, my question is, Ms. Jaira, where do you find inspiration?
Oh, I find inspiration from a lot of things. I feel like, so my inspiration comes from, I'm a spiritual person, so I don't like to tie myself to a religion at this point. I just kind of like, go with God. But we're going to I do wake up and I do have like daily mantras that I read on my phone. Like just random. I read like a daily book of scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
I watch a lot of YouTube and listen to podcasts. I listen to Steve Harvey podcast a lot, just to say one. Because he is someone that I kind of, I look up to the things that he's accomplished, even with like backlash and a lot of things like that. So I listen to him because he has some wise things that he says. So I do get a lot of my inspiration from him and my surroundings. I have a lot of family, a lot of cousins that do different things, and one of my cousins, Shay Shay, I get a lot of inspiration from her and just the way she's transformed like her life with being like just at peace and like mentally and just I get inspiration from her a lot too. So I take inspiration in bits and pieces from a lot of different places.
That's good, because my inspiration, to be honest with you, I don't even, I pull inspiration from out of thin air. Damn it. Because what really inspires me most times now, especially right now, besides the little ones I have, is the people I have in my circle around me. Because they all are doing something, either way phenomenal at a big scale or just doing something. And that makes me want to do something too. I'm like, I'm not going to be back and y'all is grinding y'all ass off. I'm like, damn, what y'all doing today? Knowing they hustling and I'm out here bored and lazy. No. So I'm getting on the same grind as them and trying to just make sure I have something substantial to leave with my little people. Like Brian Drop says, generational wealth. Now, let's say you got a friend that is not as responsible as you would want that person to be. Let's say a deadbeat friend. Now, if you have one of these deadbeat friends, what have you done, or if you ever had one, what have you done to push that person to get out of that slump they're in?
I think I'll use the situation, whatever the situation is. I probably use that as an example. Because if we've been friends for a long time, you probably have always been in whatever this slump is. So I think most of the time what I have done, just for an example, is use the situation and show them like, if you've gotten through this before or a situation worse than this, you can get through this. It's not like you're going to let this soak up this much of your energy and your time. Because nobody like, sarcasm or for something to be like brought up. So when you bring up something that's probably worse than what it is that they're, going through right now, even if it's in the case that it's not, it's a way to use that situation to, let them know like you come way beyond something like this before. So what makes you think that you can't do that again? You just don't give up. You're just gonna let it go. I mean, seriously, you just.
No, I got you.
Talks with myself, like, girl, you just gonna be like, okay, whatever, and then a couple weeks later, you're gonna be like, dang, I shouldn't have,
Yep, you should have.
Time sending this funk or whatever that I mean. Like, we have to give ourselves those type of talk. So
I'm with you. Now, this question is my weird one that I ask everybody before I get to the closing final one. Now, I've asked everybody this question, and everybody has answered it differently. Now, imagine you got a kid, a son. You got a son, 16 years old. He getting ready for the prom. I'm talking about he fresh. You is the happiest mom in the world. This is his first prom. You got his pictures, everything lined up, ready to do it. Now, you have not met his date yet. You can't wait to meet this assumed young female. Now, you ready, car gets there. Date arrives. But instead of this female that you waiting to see, it's another boy. Now, your son is taking another boy to the prom. Are you letting your son go to this prom with this new information that you just found out? Are you shutting all that down?
It's not funny. It's just the way that I was nice.
I know.
I'm thinking in my head, like, I know that's what I get for anticipating the question. Because in my mind, I was like, okay. Not in the situation, but if I was, honestly and truthfully, I believe that, of course, I would be shocked. What's going on? And that'll be a conversation that we'll just have to say for later because, I would probably get in my thoughts like, why wouldn't my child be comfortable even coming to me, talking to me about something like this before we even got to this? So, I would not let them know. Clearly, you 16. You've already processed this enough to be open about it and go to your prom. So it's kind of like, yeah, it'll be, of course that's not what what parents expect, but I feel like what I've learned since like just growing up and thinking about childhood stuff, man, like as long as your child is happy and healthy, and if this is something that when y'all communicated that they know they want to do, like who am I to say no, you are not going to do that because that's not my idea of it. Like this is not my decision.
Okay.
At that age, like I can have an input, but your mind probably already made up, child. You piling up with the deal at the house. So I don't probably let them know. I ain't got no. I mean, I wouldn't feel like I have a choice at that point. Like you're gonna be upset with me. You're not gonna talk to me about nothing else.
Well, damn it, he wasn't talking already. He wasn't talking already. Apparently, nope. Like I told my other people I asked this question to, it's shut down. Ain't no prom. Prom. I'm sorry you pulled up for no reason, but you got to go. You take the damn suit off. That's going back. Everything is shut down. I don't care about nothing. If I found out like this, you gonna find out you're not going to the prom like that. So that is a no go for me.
I mean, you can be bad, but I don't know if I.
That is crazy to me.
Like, why you ain't tell me before we got here? Like, you just gonna drop a bomb on me like that?
Final question, because this is what I want everybody to attain. Miss Jaira, ma'am, are you at peace? And if you are, how did you attain it?
I feel like I am at a certain level of peace. A way higher level of peace than I may have ever been. But I don't feel like I'm at like the highest of the high of peace. But I'm close to it. I believe that I obtain it by the things that I do daily. Because life is a journey, like it's ongoing, and stuff is gonna happen, roadblocks are gonna happen, and things are gonna come into play that are gonna interrupt that. We can't know what's coming for us, no matter what it is we're doing. So I just feel like the things that I do daily, the stuff that I remind myself of, my goals, my things that I love about me, where I see myself at, the stuff that people might try to pour onto you that's not of you, but you start to think of it. I remind myself that that's not of me. That's of someone else. Like, speaking things into your own self and taking care of yourself and loving on yourself and being happy by yourself. I feel like all of that plays into like the level of peace that I'm at because it was a time when, I wasn't here. So doing those things, doing stuff by myself, getting comfortable with being okay by myself. Loving on yourself, spending that necessary time and reflecting and thinking about certain stuff, it's like that gets you to a level of peace. Knowing your truth and the true stuff about yourself, all of that plays into your peace. So I am at a very high level.
That's great. I don't know about high level, but I'm in the peace circle. I just yeah. Yeah. But I'm just trying to, like I said, when I start my first actual something business-wise, that's when my mind really gonna be at peace. Like right now, I'm so green to the system and everything. Right now, I'm doing this. Like I said, I got friends that are doing their thing, and they know me asking for a handout is literally me asking a question because I know they are more knowledgeable than me in this situation. So they know I'm not gonna be like, hey man, I need $1,000. No, I need you to tell me $1,000 worth of game. And then I got you. Yeah, that's all I need. I promise you. I'll do the work. I just need the knowledge. I promise you. All right. Everybody, this is the 4th installment of Bats United. Like I said, we have the beautiful Miss Jaira. And I want to thank her again for being here. Y'all just don't understand. Because the woman is busy. She tired. I was tired. We still here. We still here. Pushing this work. Not P. We is out here doing what we doing. But Jaira, thank you again, and please tell everybody where they can find you. I will put your information up on the screen also, but go ahead to give me your info.
Okay, well, thank you for having me again. I really, really appreciate you being on your platform. Again, my name is Jaira B. I'm a strength coach. I'm an author. I'm a podcaster of the Sisterhood Decoded. We are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. We have a video series on YouTube, so you can find me at www.jairab.com or on Instagram at IamJairaB. And just check me out. Subscribe to the website.
All right, y'all.
Leaving the key. You got a man, you send it to me. Stop by that customer, boy, just let it breathe. breathe. You know the alphabet, just let her